Okay, you guys, I am back. I'm not really for sure what happened with my internet. Somebody's outside mowing the lawn. I don't know what the hell happened, but let me go ahead and finish telling you guys. Listen, if you didn't hear the beginning part of my broadcast, the internet connection went out, so I had to come back on. But I'm not going to finish stopping sharing this because this shit is motherfucking good. Okay, so one of my students came and asked me, they asked me, Tiffany, and it was a male student, what is the difference between leading a woman and controlling a woman? And you see, when a man starts asking questions like that, I ain't gonna even lie, it just kind of makes my heart flutter. It really, really does. Now, if you are watching me live, I need you to go ahead and say good morning to me. I absolutely love when people say good morning to me. If you are not watching me live, I need you to go ahead and hit hashtag replay. But last but not least, here it is. Here is my disclaimer. I share meat, not milk. I will offend you, and I'm perfectly okay with that. So switch off the motherfucking channel. That's what you're going to have to do. Okay, so let's discuss the difference between leading and controlling. Listen, we all come from divine source, each and every single one of us. Now, let me make sure y'all say good morning to me. If you're watching me, say motherfucking good morning. Y'all know how I am. Okay. So each and every single one of us are created from divine source. We are all created in the likeness or in the purpose or in the expression. However, divine source wanted to express itself, that expression is me. That expression is you. And when it comes to leading a woman, you are always supposed to lead a woman back to her. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat that. You see, when men saying submit to me, no, motherfucker, I'm not submitting to you because I understand that you are trying to be my God and you are not going to be my God. I have my own divinity just like you have your own divinity. You see, I am complete without you. Without you, I have masculine energy and I have feminine energy, just like you have masculine energy and you have feminine energy. Okay, so when a man loves me, in order to understand my evolution or how I look on the outside or how I look in the 3D reality, the reality that we see with our two eyes, that man is also going to have to understand my involution. And in order to see my involution, he's going to have to see me with his third eye. But the reason why some of these men are trying to lead you to become like them and reflect their light is because they are not seeing you with their third eye, because their third eye ain't even motherfucking open. Boop, boop. Yes, yes, yes. I said what I said. I have had a lot of men that say that they love me. Several. I'm going to be honest with you. Several. But I have only had one man that led me back to me. Only one. Only one. I have had men that told me what I need to do, what I should be doing, what I need to do in order to get with them. But not one of them has looked at me because they love my darkness. See, you're going to have to understand my darkness in order to understand. Because you haven't done enough work to really take your time and then this shit is finna little dude, stop mowing the lawn because this is about to upset me. This is about to upset me. I'm gonna get this out. I'm gonna get this out. Okay, so as I was saying, listen, you are going to have to understand my darkness. You're going to have to understand it. You're going to have to slow down. And what I had to do as a woman, you see, women, we cannot be mad at men. We cannot be mad at men and say they did me so wrong. I was just good to him and he just dogged me out. You fucking deserve to be dogged out because you didn't slow your ass down enough to get to know you. You were so willing to be his slave and be crafted and created in his image. And your own divinity was crying out against your silly ass and saying, okay, since you won't recognize the divinity within you because you won't recognize the goddess within you, I'm going to send you Nebuchadnezzar to enslave your stupid ass. Now, I've had my Nebuchadnezzar. I had my Nebuchadnezzar and I married my motherfucking Nebuchadnezzar and he beat the fuck out of me. Not physically. My ex-husband was not an abusive man. He's actually a very decent man, okay? He just was, you see, how this universe works. You are always going to play the villain in somebody's life. You really, really are. You're going to play the villain in somebody's life. And in our marriage, he was my villain, but not for my pain, even though it was painful. He was my villain for my purpose. That's what he was. And you see, it wasn't until I stepped back and started taking accountability that I was so in love with the process of being in love that I had not fallen in love with myself. You see, when I began to understand that and take accountability for my own self, it was easier for me to forgive him. It was easier. It really, really was. Now, this man is outside mowing the lawn, y'all. I don't know what's going to happen with the internet connection. I probably should go outside and tell Jorge to stop all that shit, but I'm just going to leave it alone right now. Okay. So listen, ladies, when it comes to a man controlling you, is because he's looking to craft you. He is looking to play your God. And he is saying this woman's energy, this woman's creative life force, I'm going to be her potter. I'm going to mold her like a potter and like clay and mold her into my image. He is playing your God. And let's be honest, some women, shit, that's all they're going to be able to do. So shit, if you ain't going to take accountability and responsibility to mold yourself into the expression of divine source that you were always supposed to be, then shit, you might as well let somebody else do it. Now, I know I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just being real with you. And at that time in my life when I would not slow my ass down and when I just wanted my relationship to be picture perfect and shit like that. And then I had the audacity to get mad at him and say he dogged me out. How in the fuck was I expecting him to love me better than I love myself? So when women come to me and they're like, oh, Tiffany, Yamandi, he did me wrong, girl. I'm like, yes, I understand. Yes, he did do you wrong. I understand that. But all things work together for our good. And it is not until you take accountability for your own divinity that you're not going to be able to see what his purpose was in your life. You just going to play victim. See, I'm not for the victim. I'm not the coach for the people that want to play victim. That's not who I am. I am the coach for the people that say I'm going to take accountability for myself. And then the same thing goes for a motherfucking man. Because men are not the only people that are trying to craft and mold divine energy that belongs to somebody else and to their image. Women do it too. And while I'm on the subject, they do it to their motherfucking sons. Woo, Lord. Woo. Lord, let me not talk about this. Let me not talk about this because people finna get real fucking mad, okay? So we got these ladies. They mad at they men. They mad at they men. So they go ahead and they get this precious little boy. And they say, I'm going to mold and I'm going to craft him into the image of what I think a man should be. That's what I said. That's what I said. So you end up allowing your son to play your surrogate fucking husband because you didn't do the inside work to become a brilliant, blinding light to attract the God that you needed to attract into your life. You didn't do your motherfucking work. So now you want to craft and mold this little boy into a man that serves something that ain't even worth serving. Yeah, I said it. I said it. We're taking these little boys and making them serve something that ain't fucking worth serving. Talking about that's my son. You is out of order. You is out of order. And we are breaking our sons and we are breaking them before they even have a chance to become men. That's what we doing. And I rebuke that shit. You are in violation. You are in error. That's what you are. You're wrong. See, I had to look at my ex. I had to look at my ex. And let me tell you something. I still love him. And I don't give a fuck if men that love me right now are listening to this shit. I still love him. But see where I fucked up? Let me tell you where I fucked up. I didn't fall in love with his darkness. I didn't fall in love with his pain, because if I had fell in love with his darkness and if I had fell in love with his pain, then I would have understood why he acts the way that he acts. And then I could have been able to make a conscious decision and say, with me and him, we ain't going to be able to walk on the same path. We're not going to be able to walk. You see, ladies, you're going to have to understand that man's relationship with his mama. What did she do? What did she do to him? Did she break him? Did she? I remember speaking to my ex's mother, and she came to me. She started taking accountability, but she took accountability after my ex was already an adult. She came to me. She said, I know my son is this way because of me. I fucking respect her for that shit. Now, at the time, I didn't know what the fuck that meant. I just was like, oh, I don't know what that means, but okay. What she was saying to me is when I was an alcoholic, when I was addicted to drugs, and this little boy was 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 years of age, he was having to handle me like he was an old fucking man, and I stunted his emotional emotional growth. And this is why he can't give you the emotional stability that you need, Tiffany, because I broke it in him when he was a motherfucking child. That's what she was trying to say to me. That's what she was trying to motherfucking say to me. And while I'm on her, let me get on my motherfucking ass too. I have a 27-year-old son, okay? I had a 27-year-old son. I had my baby when I was 15 years of age, and I didn't know what the fuck to do with him. What the fuck to do with him? And let me tell you something. It wasn't on purpose that he's such a marvelous man now. It wasn't on purpose. It was by a motherfucking accident. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. All I knew is that I didn't want to raise my babies in the hood. That's the only thing I knew. So what I did was I said, I'm stupid. See, I acknowledged that I was stupid. See, I knew that I was stupid. And I didn't know how to craft myself into my own image. So I found the man that was the image of something that I felt like was the best thing that I could be crafted into. So I called my father up. I said, Father, listen, I'm a stupid, dumb bitch. I'm going to need your help. Can I come and live with you? Because I don't want latchkey kids. I don't want my son and my daughter coming home to an empty house because I'm too busy working. I will go ahead and submit and surrender myself to you so you can be an influence in my children's life, because the influence that I am right now, it ain't something that I want them to be. It's not something that I want them to be. I knew enough. I knew that I was stupid. And there is a sense of accountability in that. I knew that I still needed to be parented, even though I was in my 20s. I fucking knew that shit. I knew it. So even in that, I went inside of myself. I found myself lacking. I went and involved before I evolved. See, you're going to have to go on the inside and figure out what you need to do to become the best version of yourself. And that's what's going to cause you to make your outside decisions. That's what's going to cause you to make them. Okay. Now let me go ahead and say good morning to people, because I be mad when people don't say good morning to me. Okay. So, good morning, Phoenix. How are you? How are you, honey? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Yvette. I don't know you, honey. I've never seen you before, but good morning to you. How are you doing? Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Christy. I absolutely love how she says good motherfucking morning. I absolutely love that, because that is how I talk. I absolutely love that for you. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So let me get back to it, ladies. Listen, if you are not taking accountability for your own divine energy that resides within you, if you don't want to take accountability for that, then you can't be mad at a man for leading you into something that you don't want to be, because you didn't know who you were. See, when you know who you are, you present that to a man. Or if a man is connected to his own feminine energy, if he has done his own involution process, then he can help you figure out how to do your involution process. As I said in my previous video that fucked all the way up, I've only had one man lead me to me. Only one. I have had several try to control me, but that was because I couldn't control my own motherfucking self. You see, when I began to allow my masculine energy to court my own feminine energy, then I became divine. And that's how you become divine. That is how we all become divine. It is the same thing with men. See, a man is looking for a heart outside of himself. He is saying, I'm looking for a woman to be my heart. A man can go ahead and do that. But why in the fuck would you do that and then have the nerve to get mad and say bitches ain't shit? You went ahead and look for your heart outside of yourself. Your body is not constructed like that. Your heart is on the inside of yourself. So you're going to have to do involution as well and go ahead and figure out how to love your own feminine energy so you can attract the feminine energy on the outside that you love on the inside. You wonder why you keep attracting bitches that don't give a fuck about you except your money. Have you asked yourself, when is the last time that I isolated myself so I can do the process of involution? When did you ask yourself that? Me personally, I don't like when women see masculine energy as just a source to provide and protect them. I don't like the whole I need him for his money shit. I don't like that. I really don't like that. And I'm not going to teach my daughters that either. And I'm not going to teach any woman that follows me. A man needs to be able to take care of his own motherfucking self. He needs to be able to bring some resources. Okay, he does. But a woman needs to be able to do the same goddamn thing. She needs to do the same thing, goddamn thing. Now, some people, boo, I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get to you. Okay, so now some people, they are not at the state where they can cause their masculine energy to marry their feminine energy. They are not the state of complete wholeness because they don't see themselves as complete and whole, and therefore they need a partner. And hey, if that's the process that you need to get to you, go ahead and motherfucking do it. Do it. And do it with all your motherfucking might if that's what you need. But I am telling you, there is another way. And the other way is to marry yourself. And when you marry yourself, then you attract the vibration of the relationship that you have with yourself. This is the way that I teach my students. This is the way. So when a man comes to me and says some bullshit like you need to do A, B, and C, and D, I'm like, no, boo boo. No, boo boo. No. See, you haven't looked at my darkness. See, you're not looking to give to me, because if you are looking to give to me, you're going to lead me back to me. You're going to give me more of me. Just like when I am looking to love you, I'm going to build you up so you can become more of you. Does this make sense? See, in my counseling sessions with men, I kid y'all not. Men, they pay me to speak to me because I look at them. I look at their darkness. I mean, I look at the light too. Don't mistake me. I look at the light too, but I look at their darkness and I absolutely find them beautiful. I'm like, oh my God, you went through that? And this happened? Oh my God, look at your soul. And when I speak to them, I build them up. And that's why they set me apart. And that's why they treat me different, because I treat them and I see them as who they are at their root, not their fruit. You see, when you love a man at the root, he's going to give you the fruit automatically. He is. And I understand that because I understand myself. When my feminine energy started loving myself, my masculine energy stopped trying to build up everybody else and started building me up. I love you guys. I got to get to work. It's 9:05. If you love me, share me. And if you don't, I understand. Bye-bye.